CYBORG, what it look like? We back, man. Hey, yo, if you watch it, you know what time it is. If you missed it, man, you just assed out, man. Talk about the INOUE Cardenas fight, man. This shit was fucking amazing, bro. I'm talking about a motherfucking feudal fucking fire fucking fight, man. These dudes was in there like fucking piranhas up in that motherfucker, man. Throwing pound for pound, shot for shot, block for block. Man, this shit was just out of fucking control, man. And under severe control at the same time. Yo, INOUE is something motherfucking else, bro. I already told y'all before. INOUE is something else, bro. And Cardenas, bro, a lot of people sleeping on him. And they was just sleeping for no fucking reason at all, man. That boy know how to box, he know how to protect, he know how to bring that fire, he know how to bring that motherfucking work. And INOUE, everybody know how he get down, man. Everybody know how he get down, and especially now, bro. This motherfucker laid some hands on Cardenas, man. This shit was like a beautiful fucking fight, man. I'm telling you, man, from the motherfucking, the first bell, man, the first step into that ring, these guys just throwing nothing but fucking monstrous shots. I'm talking about good head hunting technique, good body shots, good everything, man. Cardenas got him down in the second round, man. Putting INOUE down for the very second time in his whole fucking career, bro. And it was a beautiful knockdown, a nice sneaky, not see it coming type of punch. INOUE was like, he was basically serving himself up on the platter to get caught with that shit, because Cardenas was watching it, man. He was timing it. He was looking at what happened with INOUE and INOUE back in the day. You know, INOUE caught him with the exact same punch, man. A nice, short, clean, little short hook when INOUE's getting too close in and putting his guard down. And Cardenas was studying that shit, man. This motherfucker had that shit down to a T. But INOUE, being the high fucking IQ, his fucking super genius ass, this motherfucker made motherfucking sure that he never for the rest of that fight got caught with that same hit, man. And Cardenas was baiting him, trying to set him up and get him back in pocket to do it again. But it never happened, because INOUE stood, his IQ is so fucking elevated, man. This motherfucker's like, he on some Roy Jones shit, man. This motherfucker he thinking through this fight on levels and layers that you just really can't suppress this motherfucker's thinking, man. I don't care how much you hit him upside the fucking head. This motherfucker the dude got beautiful hands and he got a beautiful mind, man. This motherfucker know how to whoop your ass and think through the problems and solve the motherfuckers and sew your ass up right then and there, man. But Cardenas put on a hell of a show, man. A lot of heart. The referee, man, had to come in and stop this motherfucker, because Cardenas finally got caught. He got caught, you know, on the ropes, man. He was not enough. There's too many unanswered punches, you know. And I personally, you know, from trying to give myself a little bit more of a positioning of a fighter's vantage point, you know, I would have said let Cardenas at least drop, man, because he wasn't unhealthy. He wasn't like weak in terms of someone who can't survive another knockdown. So I would have let him drop if that was were to come out of INOUE cornering him and beating him down the way he was doing. I would have allowed Cardenas to either fight his way out or drop. I wouldn't have stopped the fight at that point, but I do understand the referee's perspective at the same time, because the volume of punches, man. You know, as a referee, your job is to be sort of a guardrail, you know, to make sure that the fighters don't get overdone up. You know what I mean? You don't want too much pressure being applied to these motherfuckers, because, you know, it might cost them not only that fight, but it might cost them their health, the long term, you know, their career and all that shit. So the referee's got to be mindful that you know, if a guy's taking too many punches, man, for whatever reason, you know, whether he looks healthy or not, you just gotta, sometimes as a referee, you just gotta check out. You can't go by what you understand about how the fight's been going and that shit. If all these punches are just landing on this dude and he not punching back, or he's not getting back in position to be defensively responsible again, yeah, you might, you know, for your own fucking job, you know, as a referee, you want to protect your own job too. It ain't always just the fighters. You got to protect your own shit too. And so you got to look right. You know, if this motherfucker ain't throwing hands for too long of a period of time, like too long of a stretch, then you might be inclined to just say, yeah, I'm gonna stop this shit, man, for his safety, and for whatever reason, you know, the optics and all the other shit. But yeah, the referee did jump in there and he stopped the fight, man. But man, before that shit, man, you got 110% of what you been begging for as a motherfucking fight fan. If you didn't see that in this fight, man, then you don't know what a good boxing match looked like. And you certainly didn't see a lot of the shit that happened this particular weekend in boxing, you know what I mean? Including, you know, regarding the Ryan Garcias, the Devin Haney's, the Teofimo Lopez fights. There's a lot of top dogs to the game, and you know, like sort of branded names that they didn't really show out the way we wanted them to. You know what I mean? Barboza, all these dudes, man, they had fights that were well attended, but they didn't show and prove. This INOUE Cardenas fight, man, in fucking sane, bro. In fucking sane. Cardenas ain't lost a fight since 2017. And one fuck you type shout out to ESPN, because while they were showing this shit live, they had a on the screen, these motherfuckers had a nerve to put up that Cardenas had 2 losses. Then somebody in the control panel, the control room, must have saw that shit and said, "Hey man, what y'all doing? Y'all doing that regular ESPN shit y'all was doing, embarrassing yourself?" And they corrected the shit, but they had it there for a split second. If anybody recorded the fight, they would see, like, ESPN had Cardenas listed as having 2 losses. Motherfucker, you know, going into this fight, he only had 1 loss. It was back in 2017, and it was a split decision type of loss. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't even a majority decision. He didn't. You know, the judges weren't really totally convinced. I mean, somebody on that fucking panel thought he had won that fight, or at least tied the fight. So this dude, I mean, this fight was so exciting, man. It almost felt like 2 undefeated dudes were going in at it, man. And INOUE, man, so much respect for this dude, man. So much fucking respect for this dude. This motherfucker got knocked down in the second round, and he got knocked down. None of that, got tripped and all that bullshit. This motherfucker got clapped the fuck down. He was already bleeding when Cardenas put him down, and he just fought through that shit, man. This motherfucker just like says, fuck it, man. This is part of the game. All the winners know something about protecting against the loss. Everybody know, you know, about taking a small L on the way up. And INOUE, man, he just showed and fucking proved, man. I really like this dude, man. And the way he fights, you know, the shows that he puts on. And no matter how popular he gets, no matter how famous this motherfucker gets, no matter how many titles he gets, no matter how much money they pay this motherfucker, he's still coming in there just to whoop your ass. Thoroughly. I just messed up that whole fucking word, but thoroughly, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying. And great fucking fight, man. It's one of those good oddities, man, to experience, where you continue to marvel at someone that you've already seen, man. Somebody that just keeps doing it, man. This motherfucker he just know how to lay hands, man. He know how to put on entertaining fights. He knows how to put on a great show, man. And he's like a real service to the fan base, man. A real service to the fan base. And it was just wonderful to watch this fight, man. But shout out to him, shout out to INOUE, shout out to Cardenas. Cardenas, yo, this motherfucker, he can fight, bro. This boy can fight. I think if anybody would call for a rematch, it would be totally justifiable, man. Cardenas, shit, he lost this fight, but this motherfucker, for anybody who didn't know shit about Cardenas, being in the ring with somebody as big as INOUE and performing the way he did and testing INOUE the way he did, putting him down the way he did, man, this motherfucker's stock, only an unjust world cannot see this guy's stock going all the way through the fucking roof, bro. Even in a loss, you know what I mean? There's some fights where, like, you're gonna lose the fight, but your stock gonna go way up, man. It's like Bivol losing to Beterbiev in that first fight. If you never seen Dimitri Bivol fight before, probably not a boxing fan, but if you never seen the motherfucker do it before, there's no way you can look at that fight and go, man, I don't ever want to see this guy fight again. You damn near clamoring to see this motherfucker fight again. Because the motherfucker, even in a loss, this motherfucker just looks so good, man. Like, you just like, damn, I got to see this motherfucker throw hands again, you know? And Cardenas was on that type of speed tonight, man. This motherfucker, he did everything he could, man. The only thing I think he lacked in this fight, man, was a little bit of patience, and he didn't switch his levels often enough, you know what I mean? He did a lot of head hunting, and I understand that because he was successful, and in a way does have a hard body, so you probably don't want to like overinvest in the body because you're probably not going to break him down because he moves a lot. He's so mentally aware of shit, you know what I mean? This motherfucker is like a cerebral fighter, man. He bullies the shit out of you, but he's thinking you down almost more than he's beating you down, you know what I mean? So it's hard to like to get to the body and then punish him and wear him down like that, because it's the kind of talent that pays attention to that shit, you know what I mean? A lot of boxers, they get lulled to sleep you know, by body shots, and they get to a point in the fight where they can't keep their hands up or their legs are not steady anymore. INOUE doesn't allow himself to get into that type of pocket, you know what I mean? This motherfucker, when you hit him with a body shot, it's almost like he's counting them. It's almost like he's registering and taking account of every time you hit him in the body to see that you're aiming to wear him down in that way. So he forces you to headhunt, you know what I mean? And Cardenas was not out of line for headhunting this night, because he was actually, you know, he was penetrating the guard real kind of not effortlessly, but he was very successful at it, I should say, when he was doing that with INOUE. So he got to the point where he cracked him open. He was making him bleed, and then by the second round, Cardenas already had INOUE on the floor, you know what I mean, with a serious knockout. INOUE, you know, being again a very cerebral type of fighter, this motherfucker, he's not used to being put down. This is only the second time he's been put down on his ass, you know what I mean? And this is probably like it was actually the same kind of knockdown that Neri did to him before, but this one I think was a little bit more, it was cleaner, man. It was just like more textbook. It was everything Neri did, but it was just like improved, you know? And so, but INOUE, he didn't get up in a hurry. He didn't let his ego get in the way. This motherfucker literally sat there and took the majority of his full count so he can spend that time recovering and you know, just getting himself reorganized to get back into the fight. And it was amazing to watch, man. I was just like, God damn. I had no idea this fight was gonna be this good, man. I was expecting fireworks from INOUE. I was not, you know, I was not necessarily sure about what Cardenas was gonna do. You know, Cardenas, you know, anytime somebody's in the ring with INOUE, we know what INOUE is gonna do because we've been watching him lately, you know what I mean? But the people who've not been tuning into Cardenas, like we you know, I'm guilty of that, you know what I mean? Like, I know the dude has like a beautiful record, you know what I mean? Only one loss going into this fight, and by a majority decision, which means, like, you know, depending on that third judge, you know what I mean, he could have been the one who won that fucking fight and he'd still be undefeated. But it was so long ago, you know what I mean? It's 2025 right now. That split decision or majority decision loss that he suffered, that was back in 2017. This motherfucker ain't lost a fight since. You know what I mean? So it just felt real good, man. It felt like two undefeated people, man, in that motherfucking ring. So as a boxing fan, somebody who follows INOUE, somebody who likes what the monster brings to the table, I could not imagine a better fight than what I saw tonight between Cardenas and INOUE, unless we're talking INOUE versus Junto Nakatani. Get that motherfucking fight going. Top Rank, do your motherfucking job, man. You know what the people want. We want Junto motherfucking Nakatani and Naoya, the motherfucking monster, INOUE. Let this shit happen. If we got to pray to the Turkiala sheiks of the motherfucking world, let this shit happen, man. That's what the boxing world want, man. We want a gangster ass fight. And Cardenas, yo, his stock is way up, bro. Anybody who understands boxing or respect the game, yo, Cardenas should be like, whoever in the bantamweight division is lurking, trying to get some, you know, some smoke, stay the fuck away from Cardenas, man. He gonna light your ass up. Or chase him down, because the motherfucker, he gonna have that clout now, because the motherfucker is just so fucking thorough, man. He just put on a hell of a show, and INOUE did not walk through this dude. He did not walk through it. He just finished this motherfucker well. I think Cardenas was not, because Cardenas he has not done, you know, a lot of long fights the way INOUE is done. He hasn't gone, you know, 12 rounds and shit like that. So I think that was part of his problem. I think he just really didn't have enough in the gas tank. So he wore out a little earlier than he would like to. You know what I mean? His brain was still intact. His willpower was still, you know, present. I just think he didn't have it all together on a physical level to go that distance. I mean, he was performing well. He was fighting through all the adversity, and he was insisting on trying to maintain and attain dominance in the fight. So, and very convincingly, you know what I mean? He never punked out, you know what I mean? Rarely did he have to backpedal, you know what I mean, only to escape and to create room for punches. There was no running from INOUE. He just really stood toe to toe and blasted INOUE. And I think Cardenas was actually, generally speaking, the more dangerous person on the inside. And INOUE at some point, again, being a fucking cerebral, high IQ motherfucker, he realized that every time I get too close to this motherfucker catch me with a straight fucking a swift hook. So I got to punish this motherfucker, but I got to be measured on my approach to getting in there. You know what I mean? So INOUE, it was like, if you watch the fight, man, 1 or 2 times over, man, you realize how much thinking this guy's doing, man. And it's so like, it's just marvelous to watch, man. To watch a person in the element of a fight thinking so diligently, man, so clearly and so constructively, you know what I mean? It's just something wonderful to watch, man. I mean, I feel that fucking way, you know. But I'm a boxing head, so fuck am I gonna say, you know what I mean? Talk bad about people thinking, using their brain, shit. Hell no. Anyway, man, it is what it is, motherfucker. Check you motherfuckers next time. Peace!